Your soul pays a price every time you masturbate. But this isn't a guilt trip. It's an invitation to understand the unseen energies that shape your reality. We often view masturbation as a simple, harmless act of physical release. But what if it's also a significant energetic event, a subtle transaction that either enriches or diminishes your very life force? The key lies not in the act itself, but in your awareness and intention. This video unveils a powerful truth. Unconscious sexual activity can deplete your spiritual energy, a vital force that fuels your creativity, well-being, and spiritual growth. Think of this energy as the life force itself, known as Kai in traditional Chinese medicine, prana in yoga, or orgone energy in the research of Wilhelm Reich. This depletion occurs when the act is driven by mindless habit, escapism, or a seeking of fleeting pleasure, rather than conscious intention and self-love. Imagine aimlessly scrolling through social media for hours versus engaging in focused, creative work. Both involve activity, but one leaves you drained, while the other leaves you feeling fulfilled and energized. Every action we take has energetic consequences, either adding to our reserves or drawing them down. Unconscious masturbation is akin to a leaky faucet, slowly but steadily draining your vital energy. Conscious sexual expression, on the other hand, can be a controlled, purposeful release, a form of energetic alchemy where energy is transformed and redirected. Are you unconsciously leaking your life force or consciously channeling it? What would happen if you started managing and directing these unseen forces? This brings us to a central question. Where does this spiritual energy go when it's depleted, and why does it even matter? Is it simply lost, vanishing into the ether, or can it be redirected, transformed, and harnessed for greater purposes? Understanding this process unlocks hidden potential within you, a potential for enhanced creativity, peak performance, and profound spiritual growth. Many people go their whole lives and never even consider the possibility that such energies can be managed, or that such management can have a huge impact on their ability to live a full and meaningful life. Managing your sexual energy is not about repression or denial, but about consciously directing this potent force to unlock your creative potential, achieve peak performance, and experience profound spiritual growth. Conserved sexual energy can be transmuted into laser-like focus, unwavering drive, and boundless inspiration. Think of the great artists, inventors, and spiritual masters throughout history. Many unconsciously sublimated their sexual energy, channeling it into their life's work. What if you could consciously harness this same power? However, energy depletion leads to diminished vitality, a persistent lack of motivation, frustrating creative blocks, and a pervasive sense of dissatisfaction. This energy drain connects directly to common modern problems like burnout, anxiety, and even depression. How different would your life be with vibrant energy, boundless creativity, and unwavering passion? You have the opportunity to find out. The knowledge of these energy dynamics empowers you to take control of your life and shape your destiny. Understanding how to harness and direct your sexual energy is a missing piece in the puzzle of self-improvement and spiritual awakening. This is knowledge that has been suppressed, misunderstood, or simply overlooked for centuries, but we will bring it into the light in this video. By exploring the science and spirituality of sexual energy, we will give you practical tools for personal transformation, allowing you to consciously create the life you desire. While modern society often presents a sex-negative view of masturbation, many ancient traditions viewed sexual energy as sacred and a source of immense power. Tantra, Taoism, and other esoteric traditions developed intricate practices of sexual alchemy, not to condemn or repress sexual energy, but to consciously control and sublimate it. These traditions didn't necessarily prohibit masturbation, but emphasized conscious control, mindful intention, and the transformation of sexual energy into higher states of consciousness. Have you ever considered that these ancient practices weren't about denying pleasure, but about mastering energy? The core concept here is sublimation, transforming lower frequency energy, like sexual desire, into higher frequency energy, like creativity, spiritual awareness, and heightened states of being. This is like turning lead into gold, an alchemical process that requires intention, discipline, and specific techniques. But what are these techniques, and how do they actually work? How can you move from unconsciously leaking energy to consciously transforming it? To help you understand this process, we'll bridge the gap between ancient wisdom and modern science, exploring the teachings of Tantra and Taoism alongside the discoveries of bioelectricity and the energetic body. We'll also revisit Wilhelm Reich's fascinating research around orgone energy and its connection to the body's energy field. Through the primary lens of intentionality, we will reveal how intention shapes the energetic outcome of any activity, including masturbation itself. How can mindless, escapist masturbation be transformed into a conscious act of self-love and self-exploration? What would it be like to set specific intentions during sexual activity, directing that energy towards your goals and desires? As we delve deeper, prepare to have your assumptions challenged, your understanding expanded, and your potential ignited. What lies ahead holds the power to transform your relationship with yourself, your energy, and your very soul. But to truly grasp the power you wield, we must delve deeper into the science of energy depletion, beginning with bioelectricity. Think of your body as an intricate electrical circuit, where bioelectricity is the current that powers every function, from the firing of neurons in your brain to the contraction of your muscles. This electrical activity isn't just a metaphor, it's a measurable reality generated by the movement of ions across cell membranes. Every thought, every movement, every heartbeat is fueled by this bioelectrical energy. Research has demonstrated the existence of measurable electrical fields surrounding the human body, fields that fluctuate in response to our physical and mental states. What happens when this vital energy source is drained, and how does that drain translate to your experiences? Physical and mental activities exert a profound influence on your bioelectrical reserves. Consider high-intensity exercise. While beneficial in moderation, it dramatically depletes energy stores. This is why rest and proper nutrition are crucial for recovery, allowing your body to replenish its electrical potential. Chronic stress and negative emotions act as silent energy vampires, constantly draining your vitality and leaving you feeling fatigued, burnt out, and unable to cope. The fight-or-flight response, designed for short-term survival, becomes detrimental when chronically activated, flooding your system with cortisol and adrenaline, ultimately short-circuiting your energy pathways. Now, how does sexual activity fit into this equation? Sexual activity, particularly the processes leading up to and including orgasm, represents a significant bioelectrical event. Arousal triggers a cascade of physiological changes, from increased heart rate and blood flow to the release of neurotransmitters and hormones. Orgasm itself involves a powerful surge of energy, culminating in the expulsion of fluids and minerals that require considerable energy to produce. While all forms of physical activity expend energy, the energy expenditure from sexual activity is unique because of the complex hormonal and neurological processes that come into play. But is this energy expenditure inherently detrimental? Consider the orgasmic afterglow, a state of relaxation and contentment that often follows sexual climax. While pleasurable, this afterglow can also be linked to temporary energy depletion. The intense release of hormones and neurotransmitters leaves the nervous system in a temporarily exhausted state. Contrast this with practices like carezza, where couples engage in prolonged sexual intimacy without orgasm, aiming to conserve and circulate energy rather than release it. These couples often report heightened states of awareness, deeper emotional connection, and sustained vitality. But what if it were possible to experience the pleasure of sexual activity without necessarily depleting your energy reserves? The key takeaway here is not to view energy depletion as a moral failing, but as a natural consequence of physiological processes. It's about understanding these processes and making conscious choices that align with your goals and values. Think of the energy investment required for plant seeds to sprout and grow, a concentrated burst of life force that mirrors the energy expenditure of ejaculation. By understanding this natural cycle, we can make informed decisions about how we manage our sexual energy. This is where ancient wisdom offers profound insights, particularly through the practice of brahmacharya. Brahmacharya, a cornerstone of yogic philosophy, is often misinterpreted as strict celibacy. However, its true essence lies in the conscious control and moderation of sexual energy, not necessarily its complete suppression. Yogis traditionally viewed semen as a precious substance, containing vital life force that could be redirected for spiritual growth and self-realization. By conserving this energy, they believed they could enhance their mental clarity, physical strength, and spiritual potency. But how does this ancient concept translate into practical application in the modern world? Taoist sexual alchemy offers another fascinating perspective. Practices like the returning of the essence to nourish the brain focus on circulating sexual energy through the body to nourish the organs and enhance vitality. Taoists believed that sexual energy could be sublimated and transformed into higher forms of energy, promoting longevity and spiritual awakening. Techniques were developed for men to achieve orgasm without ejaculation, preserving their vital essence and redirecting it towards self-cultivation. Could these ancient techniques offer a blueprint for managing sexual energy in a way that enhances, rather than diminishes, our well-being? Intriguingly, these ancient traditions align with modern understandings of hormone regulation and neurotransmitter balance. Consciously managing sexual energy may positively impact testosterone levels, dopamine production, and overall hormonal health. Furthermore, these practices promote greater control over the nervous system, reducing the physiological effects of stress and promoting resilience. Could the wisdom of the ancients hold the key to unlocking greater control over our own bodies and minds? The recurring theme across these traditions is the conscious control, conservation, and sublimation of sexual energy. The goal is not to suppress sexual desire, but to transform it into a source of power, creativity, and spiritual growth. Draw parallels between these practices and modern techniques for managing stress, enhancing focus, and cultivating mindfulness. How can we harness this power for ourselves? This leads us to the concept of Kundalini energy, a potent force believed to reside at the base of the spine. In yoga, Kundalini energy is described as a dormant serpent coiled at the base of the spine. It is believed that this energy can be awakened through specific practices like yoga, meditation, and breathwork, leading to profound spiritual experiences and heightened states of consciousness. Conscious management of sexual energy may help to awaken and safely guide the flow of Kundalini energy, unlocking untapped potential within. But how do we consciously manage this energy, and how does it all relate to the often misunderstood practice of masturbation? Masturbation, often shrouded in shame and taboo, is not inherently good or bad. Rather, it is an activity with varying energetic consequences, depending entirely on intention and awareness. Contrast mindless, escapist masturbation with conscious, intentional self-exploration. The former often leaves you feeling empty and drained, while the latter can be a powerful tool for self-discovery and sexual empowerment. But what distinguishes these two vastly different experiences? Mindless, escapist masturbation is often driven by negative emotions like boredom, anxiety, or loneliness. It becomes a fleeting attempt to fill an internal void, resulting in a vicious cycle of energy depletion and dissatisfaction. It can quickly become a form of addiction, perpetuating a cycle of energy depletion and emotional distress. But there's a contrasting path, a way to transform this act into something empowering. Conscious, intentional masturbation, on the other hand, offers a wealth of potential benefits, including enhanced self-awareness, improved body image, and a deeper connection to one's sexuality. It becomes a tool for exploring your desires, fantasies, and boundaries, a safe space for self-discovery and pleasure. This conscious approach can be a form of self-love and acceptance, promoting body positivity and confidence. Are you beginning to see how intention can transform the entire energetic outcome? The key lies in setting intentions before and during masturbation, using visualization, affirmations, or simply focusing on specific desires. Setting intentions helps to focus energy and direct it towards specific goals, such as healing, creativity, or spiritual growth. When done consciously, masturbation can become a ritual or ceremony, connecting you to your inner power and divine potential. You can also transform sexual energy through transmutation, the process of converting it into creativity, focus, and vitality. By channeling sexual energy through transmutation, you can gain new perspectives and deeper understanding of yourself and your relationships with others. All it takes is focus, belief, and consistent effort in your energy work. What simple daily practices can lead to a better understanding of yourself? Now let's explore some practical techniques. Meditation is a powerful tool for cultivating awareness and directing energy. Specific meditation techniques can help you focus on sexual energy and redirect it toward the heart center or the brain, cultivating compassion and wisdom. Meditation calms the mind, reduces stress, and enhances focus, creating a fertile ground for transforming sexual energy. But it's not just about sitting still. It's about actively managing your energy flow. Breathwork techniques are equally valuable for regulating energy flow and calming the nervous system. Specific breathing exercises can promote grounding, energizing, and balancing the body. Breathwork releases tension, reduces anxiety, and promotes relaxation, creating a sense of inner peace. But it's not enough to just breathe. You must learn to consciously control your breath and direct it towards specific areas of your body. This kind of breath work is called pranayama in yogic practices. Visualization provides a powerful means to transform sexual energy into creative inspiration or spiritual insight. Imagine sexual energy flowing through your body and transforming into light, color, or sound. Visualize yourself achieving your goals, expressing your creativity, or connecting with the divine. Visualization reprograms limiting beliefs, cultivates positive emotions, and manifests desired outcomes. These techniques embody the concept of sublimation, helping to transform lower frequency energy into higher frequency energy. Think of the alchemical process of turning lead into gold, requiring intention, discipline, and specific techniques. These techniques require practice, patience, and a commitment to self-transformation. This leads us to the concept of sacred sexuality and its potential for healing, growth, and connection. Sacred sexuality involves approaching sexual activity with reverence, respect, and intention. It becomes a powerful tool for healing past traumas, deepening relationships, and connecting with the divine. Approaching sexuality as a sacred and transformative practice holds profound power. But what if the knowledge of this power has been deliberately suppressed? What if there's a hidden agenda at play? Why has knowledge about sexual energy been suppressed or misunderstood for centuries? Could it be that those in power have a vested interest in keeping people ignorant of their true potential? Consider the historical persecution of those who practiced sacred sexuality or sexual alchemy, branded as heretics or witches. But the suppression goes deeper than that. The concept of energy vampires or entities that feed off of human energy may sound like science fiction, but it's a recurring theme in esoteric traditions. Mindless, escapist masturbation may make individuals more vulnerable to these entities, weakening their energetic defenses. Fear, anxiety, and negative emotions also attract these entities, creating a downward spiral of energy depletion. How can we protect ourselves from these unseen forces? All of this connects to the idea of control systems that manipulate human behavior through fear, guilt, and shame. Traditional sex-negative attitudes may be a form of control, keeping people disconnected from their true power and inhibiting their creativity. Perhaps secret societies or hidden agendas manipulate human energy for their own purposes. How can we break free from these control systems? Discernment and critical thinking are paramount in navigating these complex issues. Question everything you've been taught about sexuality and seek your own truth. The path to empowerment involves reclaiming your sexual energy and using it for good. Ultimately, it is up to each individual to take control of their energy and to create a life of meaning, purpose, and fulfillment. You have the power to choose your thoughts, emotions, and actions. What will you choose? Reclaim your sexual energy, awaken your potential, and create a world of love, joy, and abundance. But what specific steps can you take to practically apply these concepts in your daily life? That's exactly what we'll explore next. The scientific understanding of bioelectrical energy aligns seamlessly with the ancient wisdom of energy cultivation. Modern science reveals bioelectricity as a measurable life force, the very current that animates your being, while ancient practices like brahmacharya and Taoist sexual alchemy offer time-tested methods for harnessing and directing this potent energy. These are not disparate concepts, but two sides of the same coin, reflecting different approaches to understanding and working with the fundamental energy that sustains life, from the measurable electrical activity within our cells to the subtle energetic flows described by ancient traditions. And so, managing your sexual energy is not about rigid restriction, but about mindful direction, transforming a potentially depleting activity into a source of vitality, creativity, and profound spiritual connection. Consider the contrast: mindless release versus intentional exploration. Mindless release scatters your energy, leaving you feeling drained and disconnected. Intentional exploration, on the other hand, focuses your energy, amplifying your creative potential, enhancing your physical vitality, and deepening your spiritual insights. The intention behind the act fundamentally determines its energetic outcome, shifting masturbation from an unconscious habit to a conscious ritual, a deliberate act of self-discovery and empowerment. Recognizing your motivations, setting your intentions, and practicing conscious control over your energy are key to unlocking your hidden potential. This awareness promotes a greater understanding of your body image, heightened sensitivity to your desires, and a deeper understanding of your energetic landscape. Mastering your sexual energy isn't just about improving your sex life. It's about mastering your life. By consciously directing your energy, you can fuel your creativity, accelerate your spiritual growth, enhance your peak performance, and elevate your overall well-being. Energy depletion can manifest as a lack of motivation, impaired performance, and diminished ability to pursue your greater goals. The inverse is also true. Conserved and consciously directed energy enhances motivation, elevates performance, and amplifies your capacity to achieve your aspirations. Ultimately, mastering one's sexual energy is a journey of self-mastery, a path of cultivating self-awareness, self-control, and self-love. Self-mastery in this area translates to all other aspects of your life, positively influencing your relationships, accelerating your career goals, and enriching your family dynamics. Conscious sexuality is not about conforming to societal norms or suppressing your desires, but about breaking free from conditioning and embracing your true, authentic nature. This is a journey towards rejecting guilt and shame and embracing individual empowerment, a journey towards greater authenticity, enhanced fulfillment, and a profound connection with your inner self. By consciously managing your energy, you can cultivate greater harmony and balance within yourself, fostering a deep connection between your body, mind, and spirit. Awareness and healthy practices heighten your physical experiences, promote emotional balance, and open new pathways for spiritual exploration. This is not about denying your desires, but about understanding them, channeling them, and transforming them into fuel for your personal evolution. By recognizing the intricate interplay between your physical sensations, emotional states, and spiritual aspirations, you can achieve a state of wholeness that permeates every aspect of your existence. So, does masturbation kill your soul? That provocative claim was designed to challenge conventional thinking, to jolt you out of your complacency, and to invite you to explore deeper truths about energy, sexuality, and consciousness. The true question isn't whether masturbation is inherently good or bad, but whether you are living consciously or unconsciously, whether you are actively shaping your life or passively drifting along. The key is not the act itself, but the intention behind it and the awareness you bring to it. Is all masturbation bad? No, intention is key. Can sexual energy be transformed? Yes, through sublimation and conscious redirection. What are the techniques for sublimating sexual energy? Meditation, breathwork, visualization, and intentional practice. The real issue is unconscious living, falling prey to ingrained habits, succumbing to societal conditioning, and being trapped by negative thought patterns. Lack of awareness is what truly diminishes the soul, leading to spiritual stagnation and a lack of purpose and connection. Conscious choice, on the other hand, brings about purpose, connection, and a profound sense of meaning. Reframe the idea of soul death as a metaphor for spiritual stagnation, a lack of growth, purpose, and connection. It's not about a literal death of your soul, but a gradual dimming of your inner light, a fading of your vital force, and a disconnection from your true potential. It's the slow erosion of your passions, your dreams, and your sense of self. However, this soul death is not an irreversible fate, but a call to action, an invitation to awaken from your slumber and reclaim your life. By choosing awareness, setting intentions, and consciously cultivating your energy, you can reignite your inner flame and embark on a path of profound personal and spiritual growth. In future videos, we will delve deeper into advanced techniques for sexual transmutation and energy cultivation, exploring sacred sexuality practices from various traditions, offering strategies for dealing with energy vampires and protecting your energy field, and revealing specific applications of energy transmutation for creativity, healing, and spiritual awakening. This video is just the beginning of a lifelong journey of learning and exploration. Continue to explore tantric practices, Taoist alchemy, and other ancient systems of sexual energy management, seeking out knowledge and wisdom from diverse sources. Embrace conscious awareness in all areas of your life, not just sexuality, and make intentional choices that align with your values and goals. Explore these concepts further, experiment with the techniques we've discussed, and share your experiences and insights in the comments below. Practice the techniques discussed in this video and observe the effects on your energy, your creativity, and your overall well-being. By living consciously and cultivating your energy, you can not only prevent your soul from dying but actively enliven it, transforming yourself into a radiant beacon of light, love, and power. Choose awareness, choose intention, choose life. Enliven your